everyone, welcome back to the channel, or if you are new here, welcome. So we are in Copperdale on a 20 by 15 lot, building this older style mobile home for a set of young parents, maybe like in their early 20s, and their little girl. So this is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house, and it came to about, I think, a little over 26,000 simoleons. So it's nothing too fancy, but I was thinking they didn't really have a lot of money, but they are trying to make sure that their little girl has the best life that she could possibly have. So I was just thinking any extra money they have, they spend it on her, whether it's buying her new clothes, buying toys, instead of like putting it into the home and renovating and making it like a little nicer home. But yeah, just working on the outside. I do use this fence right here on the porch. I wanted to give like a screen-in porch look, and I have never used this fence before, but I thought it was so perfect. It's just like chain links, and it kind of resembles a screened-in porch. But I also added this RV over here. This is from Strangerville. I was thinking that maybe they had this piece of property and they were wanting to build a house on it, but for the time being, while they were saving up some money, they lived in the RV right here. And then when they finally got enough money saved up, they were able to buy this trailer home and have it delivered to the property. So they no longer live in the RV, but it is there. They want to travel with it or whatnot. So just going around working on some landscaping. I do use these little, I don't even know what they're called, the little grass that's coming up in the little patches. I do add that just to give like some texture or dimension to the yard. I didn't want it to be all like flat yard, so I added that there, and I kind of wanted to give it kind of like a grown up look. Not that technically the yard has been neglected, but I don't know, I just decided to add those. So going around with some chairs and a little garden area over here if they want to go out and garden. I also do try to add a lot of kids' toys out in the front yard. I don't say I add a lot, but I figured this family probably spends a lot of time outside, and this is also the lot that's pretty close to the fair, so maybe they go to the fair a lot, maybe they don't really spend a lot of time inside, they're always outside. So I just put some toys out there to show that the little girl plays outside. So just going around with some terrain paint. I do kind of make this little walkway, I guess you could call it, with just some dirt. It's a very well loved path, so it is kind of just has that little dirt look to it. So going around adding some kids' toys, just some sculptures. I don't think your Sims can actually interact with these sculptures or play with them. I know this one from the horse ranch they can. It's like a garden decoration, but I figured maybe she plays with it, maybe that's her little doll or whatever, so I put that over there. And then moving on to the screen porch area, I put a dollhouse, some chairs, and I want to say some bubbles and just some more things for her, because like I said, this house is like overran with her stuff, just because they want to make sure that she, you know, she has what she wants or she needs. So they're just trying to give her a good life, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So using this is actually a shelf. It's like a wagon shelf. I don't want to say it's from Tiny Campers. Is that a pack? Tiny Campers. It's from one of those packs. So I put that over there, and then I do go back in and add some bubbles to it, and I want to say maybe some Barbie dolls or something else over there. But as far as the screen porch area goes, that's all. I did add some chairs for the parents to sit down, or guests if they come over, and then those plants that you see off in the corner. I did end up using tool to size one of them up, or I might have sized both of them up. But yeah, I like it. I like how the vases are kind of cracked, so I feel like it kind of went with this build, and also the messed up tile in the patio area. I don't know what pack that's from either, but yeah, it was super cute, so I added that there. And then going around with some landscaping, like I said, I wanted to make it kind of look grown up, but not overpowered with weeds and stuff, so I did end up using the weeds from cottage living, and I put those all around the outside of the trailer. Maybe Dad needs to get out there and weed eat or whatnot. So moving on to the inside, the rooms are actually very small, but I felt like it's still so cozy. I feel like smaller rooms to me are so much easier to make more cozy just because there's not a lot of space. And sometimes if I'm working in a big area, I just run out of ideas, or just I don't know what to put in them. So these rooms, or this trailer in general, is kind of small. But just moving on to the kitchen, I did use these base game counters. I think these are base game. They are maybe from City Living, but they do have that rundown look to it. I do go back in and change the swatches, just because I did not like that blue match in that wallpaper, or the darker blue match in the wallpaper, so I changed it and for this color. And then cluttering up the counters, I did use the bread box that has been painted. I just felt like maybe they let the little girl paint their bread box, so I thought that was kind of a cute little thing to add. And then I put a lunchbox on top of it for the little girl, because I do think she's in school, maybe like kindergarten. I don't think she's too old. But yeah, working on the dining room and kitchen area, I did kind of have a hard time figuring out where to place everything because the space was so small and how I did the floor plan. But I think it turned out really cute. It came together really nicely. So just going on, working on the dining room table, I add some books over there for them to read or the little girl to study. And then the little tray from Book Nook Kit with the coffee pot, not the coffee pot, the coffee cup and the little book, I put that over there as well. And then moving on to the living room, just going around trying to figure out what to add in here. I do add some wall paintings above the TV, and then on the other wall between those two windows, I do put some shelves and then clutter that up. I was originally gonna put a picture over there or a mirror, but I felt like it just kind of needed some more clutter, so I put the shelves up there and then I cluttered it with like books. I think there's like a Kleenex box, a picture, and a plant. It's just my go-to shelf clutter, so just cluttering that up over here. And then as far as the rest of the living room goes, I think that's all. I do add some kids' toys throughout the living room too, because like I said, her stuff is just everywhere in this house. In her room, of course, there's more toys and wall paintings and stuff in her room, which you'll see when we get there. But over here on the little TV stand, add a TV and a plant, and I want to say add some board games, maybe. Yep, add some board games if they want to come in here and spend some family time. And then just going around with all kinds of different kids clutter, a tablet over here for her, and then yeah, just going around mainly trying to figure out what else to add. And then in this little entryway over here, I don't think I add anything to this table, but I do put some awards on the wall. Maybe they're from their parents or they're from the little girl. So I just put those over there. And of course, the broom and dustpan, a plant, and then the wall hanger with the jacket and the hat. I think I added that over there as well. But moving on to her room, like I said earlier, it is a very small space. So in order for me to be able to put a dresser in her room, I had to use one of these small beds right here. And I think I ended up using the one with the race car. And then I add this little stackable dresser over here. And then I just go in with some more kids clutter, paintings on the wall, a toy box from Parenthood. And yeah, I wanted to add more to her room, but because the space was so small, I didn't want to add too much and then your Sims not be able to get in this room. But this is on the gallery if you want to download and play it. Feel free to switch anything around that you like. But yeah, that's just kind of what I went with. Moving on to the parents' room. Their room does not have a lot in it at all. There's a dresser, a bed, and a TV. And I'm using this bed right here from Lovestruck, and I'm so excited because I've been wanting to use this bed ever since I got the pack, and I just did not know what to use it for or what build to use it in. So I felt like it was perfect for this one. So they don't really have the best of furniture in their room. Like I said earlier, any money they save up, they spend it on her. So they kind of put themselves on the back burner, which I feel like a lot of parents do. I know with my son, I will always put him first. I always put myself on the back burner, but I don't know, I just feel like that's how parents should be. So they don't really have much in their room. I do add some little clutter to their dresser. I might add a mirror above the dresser as well, but on this wall over here, I just add this box of clutter and this workout little bench thing from Love Struck as well, and then a TV. But for their room, like I said, that is all. And then moving on to the bathroom, there is a shower tub combo, and I tried to use furniture or appliances in here that weren't up to date, so I ended up using this sink right here with the clutter underneath. I think it's from Laundry Day. And then of course the Space Game shower and tub combo with some towel racks, and that is pretty much it. Gonna add a rug in here, and that is all I have for you today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. As always, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and leave me a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye y'all.